Hello and welcome to Bay of Fundy Fortunes. My name is Natalie. I'm an empath, intuitive card reader, and a visionary as well. And I'm here today to do the monthly reading for August 2018 for the sign of Sagittarius. Sagittarius, yours should have been posted by now. But kind of missed you. I went right straight from, what was it, Scorpio to Capricorn. Sorry about the racket. It's just that smudging leaves ashes and whatnot. There we go. Okay, before I get started, I'm burning a lemon meringue pie by Intuitive Candles back here. I don't know if you can, did I get it in the camera? I didn't even get them in the camera, did I? There it is. Right there. Right there. That's lemon meringue pie, many scents, anything you can think of they have. 100% soy-based candles that are not harmful to your health. A 40-hour plus clean burn on them. When the wax melts down, you're left with a beautiful reveal of beautiful pendants and trees of life and stars of David and quartz, pink quartz, carnelians, beautiful chakras, gorgeous stuff. Anyway, right now they are continuing with their special, their promo for 10% off your order. And if you go to intuitivecandles.com to order any, and they ship international. They're all their world. They'll ship wherever you want. What was I going to say about all that? It went right out of my head. It went out of my head. It went out of my head. It did. It did. Yes, the promo code. Sorry, the most important thing. It's BOFF10. It's BOFF10. The number 10. It's for Bay of Fundy Fortunes, and the number 10 for 10% off. Go to intuitivecandles.com. There we go. Okay. This is for all three, your sun sign, your rising sign, and your moon sign. Always, always, always with Bay of Fundy Fortunes. That's the way I do them, with the attention of all three. And also, for those that are new, this is a 5-card spread. First card is your overall energy. Second card is your wealth and finances. Third card is your hearth, your home, your intimate love. And the fourth card is challenges for August, should there be any. And your fifth card is your message from Spirit. All right, I'm going to cut the deck. I'm going to consult with my pendulum. Lilith. Lilith, can you please tell me the top 5 cards as this deck stands? Are they the 5 cards that are meant for this general free public reading for the sign of Sagittarius and anyone viewing it? Are the top 5 cards the cards that are meant for their spread for Sagittarius for August 2018? It's taken her a minute. She never does this. Could I get a more definitive swing? Like you're barely moving. Please. So there we go. So the top 5 cards are the cards that are meant for the Sagittarius spread for the month of August 2018. Thank you. You may stop. Wow. She acted really different that time. I don't know why. She's got her own they have their own personalities. She shimmies and shakes every time I pick her up to start her. She just vibrates intensely. And then it stops, and it's like, then I can ask the question, and she kicks right in. Very strange. Anyways, I'll pull the camera down for you guys, so you can see the spread as it's being laid. So your very first card we're looking at here, your overall energy. Are you kidding me? He has shown up twice as the overall energy. Isn't that something now? That's something for that card, because I don't see him that often. Your next card, your wealth and your finances. Six of Wands, we're looking at success. Your next card, third card, is your hearth, your home, and your intimate love. We're looking at the Page of Pentacles and opportunity. Your challenges for August. Oh my goodness, there are none. You know what? That's been happening in the last 3 readings, I think. There are none. Look what you got. I love this card so much. This is a happy, happy card. Every time I look at it, I smile. You guys are lucky. Oh, wow. Wow, wow. All right, and card number 5, your message from Spirit. We're looking at the Six of Swords and calm. And who wouldn't take that any day? It's one of the swords. It's a really good card. I always get a good read off of that. This is your spread. All right, for August 2018. There we go. Okay. Now, where did that rock come from? And why? Oh, I remember why now. There's so many different rocks here on my beach. This is just one, and it's quartz. It looks like a regular stone from one side, and then you turn it over, and it just shimmers and sparkles with clear crystal quartz. I've got rocks, and they all look completely different, and they're all quartz. So it comes in many shapes and many forms. Yes. So anyways, get into your reading. We're looking at the Knight of Cups and proposals. Yeah, okay, it's the same. The same for when it showed up earlier as the overall energy of the card is to let your spidey senses lead you. There's something that just doesn't... Look, if it looks like a duck and walks like a duck and it quacks like a duck, then it must be a duck, right? He's a duck. He's the duck. The best I can bring out of him for you is that keep your senses up. Watch out for people that may be trying to make you believe there's a wonderful opportunity laying at your feet. We're talking scammers here. And it could be via the internet, via telephone, even one-on-one somewhere. You know, these little satellite offices pop up all over the place and then they're gone. You never see them again. So beware of that. Make sure anything you give your time and energy to is authentic and it's real. And it's worth your time. It's not time wasted. It's invested. If not for yourself, then for somebody else's benefit. You just kind of be aware during the month of August, Sagittarius. Be you know, stay on top of things too. Don't get lackadaisical and say, well, I'll take care of it tomorrow, or I'll do it tonight, or I'll... No, it's in your better interest to take care of things right when they need taking care of, if you're able to do that. It just is. You could be landslided, you know, with all kinds of stuff coming at you, and everybody wants everything at the same... So this way you're ahead of the game. Things are being done and they're being taken care of. What a strange message for you guys. Your wealth and your finances, Six of Wands, and we've got success here. And sixes are good. Sixes are very, very calming. Sixes can bring contentment. And that, you know, it's just a word to say it. But when you feel content, and sometimes it's only in moments that we feel it. Are we content with our life overall? We can say yes or no. But when you're truly contented, when it's the strongest and the deepest, and the times you don't forget, when there are moments when you have contentment. And really, it is all the best of the best of the best, all combined into one. It's joy. When you're contented, it's another form of joy as well. we're looking at success here. Your bank account, now you want to go up another tax bracket, go right ahead. You'll be paying more taxes. That's a given pretty much no matter where you're at. It's the way it's supposed to be anyway. I'm sorry for the long pause because I was getting different things. I'm hearing for somebody, you're going to get to see, whether you're going to verbally do it or not, you're going to get to say, I told you so. Told you so. You were wrong and I was right. I told you so. Well, there's something here. Somebody did not believe that you were capable of, well, we use the word success. Being successful at something or making a success of yourself, somebody didn't believe. They, and I don't know why, but their opinions seemed to matter to you. And maybe that was the gasoline that fueled your energy and your purpose, was proving somebody wrong. Well, we feel the passion of wanting to prove somebody wrong. We get a lot of stuff done. We can make stuff happen. We really, really can. We amaze ourselves. I've done it myself, just to prove someone wrong. So that's just the best initiator to get somebody going, right? To have the pleasure to tell them that, but really you're, in the end, you're in the bigger picture. You're really the winner. Um, you know, but somebody's going to be able to say that to somebody else. I told you so. Like I'm hearing, um, for somebody, you'll never make it. You'll never make it on your own. You'll never make it without me. You'll fall apart within 2 days without me. And not only did you make it, you've made it and then some, and you're thriving. See, you don't even need to say it. The proof is in the pudding. You're the pudding. There's the proof. You're doing. You're not stinking rich, but you're doing well enough. Your bills are paid. You've got a little bit of surplus of money in the bank, and you're always saving for. Thinking you like to take a nice trip in the middle of winter down south where it's warm and sunny. You want to treat yourself. So you've got freedom now that you never had before. This is for somebody, and that includes your financial freedom as well. You're doing just fine. You're going to continue doing just fine. And this isn't just for one person. No, this is for a lot of you Sagittarius. You're doing better than you thought you're going to do. Your bank account's going to be healthier than what you thought it was going to be. Okay, your third card, your hearth and your home. Page of Pentacles. And it's all about opportunity. This is a really good reading for you, Sagittarius. I think the last one, there was sadness and heartbreak, and there was all kinds of stuff going on, and I don't know. I remember something about sadness and not being happy with the reading. I didn't, it could have been better, right? This reading's completely different. You're through that poison period. You've survived it. You've just come out the other end of it, and now you're beginning a new trail here for the month of August. And so far, so good. Other than you've learned lessons from July that you're never going to forget. They've kind of imprinted on you, and they'll be with you. You'll be aware of them, those things that imprinted you in July. You'll be aware of them and still feel them for a time to come, but eventually that fades. It fades, and you leave it in the past where it belongs. Somebody being haunted by a memory, maybe it's PTSD, is something like this. Something along those lines. Anytime you feel imprinted on by a happening or somebody in a situation, that's a big impact. That has a big effect on your mental and emotional well-being as well. It truly does. But this here, it shows a happy, stable home life is what I'm getting from this. Comfort and contentment. Again, the word keeps coming up for you here. This card brings about some good news, and it would be job related. Getting a break, catching a break. You're going to be catching a break. This is for some of you. better money flow, guaranteed. No wishy-washy, no ifs, and buts, or maybes. There's guaranteed a good paycheck and probably benefits to health benefits to go along with that as well. Aren't you lucky? If you've been wishing for something, pining and aching away for something, and basically wishing with all your heart, like you feel it physically, you want it that bad. If you've had a very, very intense wish, this card is here to tell you you're going to get your wish. You're going to be given at least a lot of hope. And I wouldn't say that if I didn't think you're going to get it in the end. I think you'll get it in the end. Pay attention to paperwork. Probably a little more paperwork to do for this month. I don't know what that is. But you're just looking and you're handling paperwork a little bit more than you normally would. You're not buried in it or anything like that. But for somebody out there, there's a really, really good opportunity just waiting on the horizon for you. It's beautiful. Perfect. Everything falling into place. Remain grounded, though. Remain grounded. And know that it always takes hard work to achieve what it is that you want. Just because things are coming with ease doesn't mean that you ease up. You don't do that. Don't do that. You stay where you are, you'll be ahead of the game. And then there's no challenges. There's nothing blocking you. There's nothing delaying you. You got green lights all the way. All the way. This is a fantastic card. This card, no matter what kind of day I'm having, if I'm doing cards, and on a personal level, if I turn this card over, everything else disappears. I love this card. I have the ones that I really feel affection for. This is, I know it sounds silly, but this card, yes, the Magician is another one. New beginnings in love. Romantic love being taken to the next level. An awful lot of blessings coming down from above. Oh, if it's been a while that you had anything really, really, really wonderful happen to you, better brace yourself. Because you got some real good stuff. You're being rewarded for everything that you've gone through, everything that you never lost faith. You never lost faith. When these things happen, they're for a reason. Even, I learned over the years, and when I'm going through really, really difficult, emotional, trying times, I say thank you to the universe for the pain, because I know that there's something that's going to come out of this, and it's keeping me real and grounded, and it's the best thing for me, and I know it. Thank you for the bad time. Thank you for the hard times. There'll be a lot of lessons learned. That's huge growth. It's unfortunate that the biggest lessons that we learn come through the more harder the lesson. All right, it's the more dramatic and heartbreaking it is, the more lessons that are learned. And that's the bottom line here. But with this card, this is just fantastic for you guys. I just love this card. You're being encouraged to open your heart and trust more, a little bit more. Beginning for some a new garden in your yard, something as homey and easy and simple as that. As far as new beginnings go, all kinds of projects. Somebody could be working on a book. You're right in the middle of writing this book, and some of you be redecorating, we'll say, your home. You did. I'm hearing whoever it is, whoever they are, you did it in the spring. I'm seeing the color flashes of yellow and white together. Like I don't know, yellow house with white windows. Trim. This kind of, but it's a sunshine yellow. It's a pick me up. But I see you making some changes to your home. Wanting to refresh the atmosphere. You're halfway through summer. Let's make some changes here. you know, because it's going to happen again in the fall. But it shows that motherhood is highlighted with this as well for some of you. I don't know what that is. Motherhood. Well, the love of a mother. It's that kind of a thing. It's unconditional love. Without question. It's good all the way around. This card just brings great benefits of love. Wishes to be granted as well. Again, this must be a lot of wishing going on out there. Well, I suppose there is. Don't we all every day say, I wish? At least once a day? Probably more than once a day. Your keywords for this card are beginnings and passion. Pregnancy, for some. That's either a yay or a whoops. Either one. I would say it's a yay. This is the Ace of Hearts, so cups, it's hearts, cups, whatever. And it would be something that would be joy, motherhood, love. The greatest love. I mean, in a perfect world, it's motherhood, right? In a perfect world, right? Becoming fulfilled, a lot of fulfillment, and intense emotions come along with this card as well. Intense emotions. All right. Now the final is your message from Spirit card number 5, and this is like happily ever after. It's a 6 of Swords. It's all about calm, being surrounded by calm, feeling calm, living in the calm after much upheaval, coming through. Like I said, July was rough for you, and you just come out the other end, and you're still in one piece. You're still here, baby. You know. But that's what's going on with this, and now things are just, stress is gone. It's been lifted. You know, no more sleepless nights. Feeling productive. Feeling like you have purpose. Moving forward. Growing. This card is all about that. It's highlight some trips away too for some of you. Probably over water. So if you're not flying over it, you're in a ship or a cruise ship or and maybe a ferry of some kind is what we're looking at here. But it does show a trip. For others, it shows you it's a metaphor really, and what you're doing is you're moving on from the past. You're sailing off into the sunset, as they say. That's what's going on for a couple of you. A couple of you. There could be new jobs being offered. You haven't taken anything yet, but they're offered, and lo and behold, you know, for somebody, they came to you, and you get to eeny, meeny, miny, mo, you know, make a choice. Well, aren't you something now? Good for you. Good for you. Somebody wants your expertise. This could be carpentry, you know, masonry or something of some kind, but they want your expertise on this, whatever it is. Great opportunity on the horizon. Putting things in priority as well. Spirit's putting that message forward. Get your life prioritized, so you know where you're going. That's your map of your life. Your priority list is the map of your life. And also, it's important for you to trim a little bit of fat off of your life. And what I mean by that, fat is useless, right? It's just, it weighs you down. And metaphorically, trim some fat off. And what you're going to do is you're going to leave people, places, situations that are no longer relevant to you or your life anymore. All right? It just weighs you down. You're trying to make your circle smaller. more relevant to who you are, the people that are in it, the people that you cherish, the people that you want around all the time. And get rid of those that aren't serving you purpose in your life at all anymore. Lighten the load a little bit. It'll lighten your outlook, your life. You'll just feel better for it. These people you really, like it's like you know them, but you never hung around with them or spent an evening with them, but you know them. And these people are sometimes kind of like opinionated, and there's always this awkwardness you feel when you're thrown in this situation to have to talk to them. Excuse me, you're feeling really, really, and you're happy when you walk away, like, I'm glad I got through it. You just don't jive with some people, but they still want to talk to you, so you have to talk. That stress will be gone, all that foolishness. You won't be taking shortcuts and back alleys to avoid people anymore. You can walk right out on Main Street, and be happy for the people that you do know and wave, feeling like yourself and you're part of community in your own life. This kind of a thing is beautiful. It really is. It's a beautiful message from Spirit. Um, um, the advice of this card is for you to be open to change, and the easiest advice it can give you is to go with the flow. Don't go against the tide. Don't go against the current, right? You just go with the flow. You just ride the wave and just go with the flow. And let the universe step in and kind of like co-pilot for you once in a while. Don't be afraid to let that happen too. And that's where you just say, you know what? I'm just going to step back away here because this is too much on the go and you're getting overwhelmed. I get overwhelmed all the flipping time, you know. And it get to be too flipping much. You're one person. So if you've invited this extra work onto yourself, or you were requested to take it and you did, and now you're overwhelmed, so it's time to start pushing back a little bit. You got to put you first, and that's a bottom line. Um, you treat yourself like gold, and you're going to just shine everybody else's life up just beautifully. A huge benefit to the people in your life. Very, feeling the appreciation of your family and your friends, the people in your life. You're going to be feeling appreciated. That's a great thing. Keywords are journeys and moving on. Immigration. That's with an E, not an I. Safe haven, peace, resolution, and protection. And that, my dear Sagittarius, was your reading for August 2018. I hope you enjoyed that. I hope you liked it. The readings are jam-packed this month. They're loaded. A lot of them are very similar. It's not that the same cards are coming up per se. It's just that what's coming forward is pretty similar. That's what I think. I don't know. I don't have time to sit there and watch them all again, so I don't know. But it's got to do with the flipping planets, eh? Mercury retrograde and all that stuff, and all the other ones coming in behind. All the activity that's going on at the cosmos. It's like a rock party up there, right? You're just rocking it out up there. And we're the tenant downstairs that has to put up with the jumping and the thumping and the bass going. You know what I'm saying? So it's hard on us to handle it. Well, the planets are having a great old time, and we're down here suffering for it, trying to just stay in one piece right until the party ends, right? So anyway, if you like that reading and you'd like to have a personal private reading with me, I do offer the service. Look down below this video window in the Show More section. Read through. Send me an email. I will do my best to take care of you as quickly as I can, as I'm able. Put it that way. Yeah. So we're also on Facebook under groups. Bay of Funny Fortunes, closed. It's private, full of people just like you and me. Come on down. And anybody else, if you're looking for me, you can usually find me this time of the year. Down at my cove down below here, and I walk along the beach and along the water's edge. That brings in the highest tides on the whole planet, the beautiful and the bountiful Bay of Fundy. No matter where you find me, I'm always going to have one eye watching for the next turn of the tides. Keep the peace in so you can share that love and light out. Remember to have fun. It's not all work, but have fun while the growth is going on and through you. You got a great month ahead, guys. And I'm happy for you. Congratulations. Remember, have fun.